Hello, I'm Governor Michelle Lujan-Grisham. Thank you for joining me in the city of Albuquerque as we gather to celebrate Women's History Month this March. Thank you, Council President Borrego, for your invitation to be here today and for your continued leadership on any number of critical issues to strengthen our communities and to protect our working families. Women's History Month offers us an opportunity to remember and thank the New Mexico women who have paved the way for today's historic leadership of women throughout our great state. Last year marked the centennial of New Mexico's ratification of the 19th Amendment, guaranteeing New Mexico women the right to participate in their democracy. The work of suffragettes is far too often taken for granted. We not only owe them a great debt of gratitude, but we must take responsibility to pay forward that effort for our children and our grandchildren. It is in fact in their memory and in their honor that we gather here today to celebrate the New Mexico women who are delivering equality and justice in our state every day. In fact, here in Albuquerque, women make up 2/3 of the City Council, and in Bernalillo County, women make up a majority of the County Commission. Now let's be clear, women are leading at every level in every community across our state. So again, thank you for having me today, and I look forward to the next 100 years of New Mexico women breaking barriers and making history.
Hi, my name is Charlene Pyskoty, and I am the Bernalillo County Commissioner of District 5. I also have the honor of being this year's chair of the County Commission. I want to say a big thank you to all the women who have come before me to teach me, to mentor me, and inspire me. I also want to thank the women who are becoming leaders now. You will change the world for the better. I think that being a woman leader is really just about being yourself, being who you are in service to your community. You have what your community needs. The things you do, the perspective you bring, the things you care about, and your passion for life, that's what the world needs now. As we look around, we see that the women leaders of today have broken our expectations, have broken stereotypes, and have broken glass ceilings. Women in elected office typically don't look like the old-fashioned picture of what an elected official looks like. When I was running for office, I know that people looked at me, an introverted mental health therapist who had never run for office before, and wondered how I would do. By focusing on the people I serve and always relying on my love for my community as fuel for the journey, I have pushed through many obstacles. By stepping up to serve, women leaders show that it can be done, that someone who looks like them and sounds like them can succeed. By being your true authentic self, you give others the courage to be themselves. By shining your light in service to your community, you give others the courage to shine. I hope that you will accept my invitation to step up in your power, in your authenticity, and in your love for your community. We have so much work to do at this point in our history for our people and for our planet. We have work to do now that will create a better and sustainable future for all. I will be standing right there with you, cheering you on. Together, we can do this thing. I ask that we honor women who have been leaders in every way, not just in politics or other very public ways. Let's honor the real women out there who raise children, who blaze new trails in male-dominated professions, who quietly and diligently make progress with often no recognition from anybody. From our essential workers, first responders, and everyday heroes, to those kind-hearted, generous, and caring souls who support and cheer others on behind the scenes, I see you and I celebrate you. Happy Women's History Month to all the women who lead in their own valuable way. Thank you. I appreciate you.
My name is Cynthia Borrego, and I am your current City Council President in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I am excited to be here today to talk about Women's History Month, and I also serve as City Councilor for the Northwest Mesa of Albuquerque, closest to Rio Rancho. What's exciting to be sitting in this position is that Women's History Month is celebrated across the globe. It's celebrated nationally and it's celebrated locally. I'm excited today to tell you that I'm sharing an exciting event of having 3 women in New Mexico for the first time ever serving in leadership positions at all levels of government. The first person that I want to recognize is our Governor, Michelle Lujan-Grisham. I would also like to recognize Charlene Pyskoty, who is the president of the Bernalillo County Commission, and myself, who serves currently as your city council president for the largest city in New Mexico. I think it's really an honor, and I'm really honored to be sitting in this position for the first time ever in New Mexico, sharing this historic event with 2 additional women leaders that have achieved and are still achieving and serving the residents that they respectively serve. It's important because we are all role models for our younger women of New Mexico, and we consider ourselves opening doors for their futures. I remember a time when I was a young woman and there were not a lot of women role models for me as I was growing up. I had some aunties and my mother who were teachers, but the people in power were rarely women. So this is a really exciting time for New Mexico, I believe. We are definitely breaking some glass ceilings, and we're changing stereotypes and breaking down cultural barriers. Today we have women that are sitting in Fortune 500 companies. We have women attorneys. We have women CEOs in banks. We have women in politics at all levels, including the legislature. We have directors in the city and state of New Mexico that are women. And I think these are really important role models for the future of our women that can grow up and know that they can achieve whatever their heart desires. So I'm very proud to be here today talking to you and making sure that these doors are opened and that we're expanding opportunities for women of the future. And I will continue to work to that end. I'm honored to serve with the 2 other women who I mentioned, breaking down barriers for women and ensuring that New Mexico is a leader in offering these opportunities for women as we move forward into the future. I want to thank you for spending this time with me this afternoon, and I look forward to our future leaders of New Mexico.